And we are live. Welcome to Movie Time Minute for our special stream today. We're talking horror movies with my friend Dark Movies and
Hello.
special Friday the 13th stream. Thought this was a perfect day to do something like this. Dark, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Pretty
Awesome.
good, pretty good. Just yeah. What about you?
All right. If you guys don't know Dark Movies, he's an amazing content creator, YouTuber. Does some really great work on his channel. If you don't mind, tell us a little about your channel and what people can expect from it.
Yeah. You can expect honestly great content. Nothing, but you can expect some cool intros, films, kind of short films, and honestly, just sharing my opinion with everyone, and yeah, basically that. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, if you're not subscribed to Dark Movies, make sure you go and do that. I see you got your name on there, Toby. Can I call you Toby during the stream, or would you rather me just
Yeah,
refer to you
that's
as
not my
Dark?
full name, but that's I want to call it.
Okay.
That's
All right. All right. I just want to make sure before I said anything wrong while we're going through
That's
this.
sacred. That's okay.
All right. Well, before we get into a lot of the other stuff, let's go ahead and just catch up comments, make sure we're fully caught up as we're getting going. That way we can just dive into the topics we're wanting to discuss today.
Yes.
We've already got a few people chiming in today. We've got 80s Kid from the 90s, always a great supporter of this channel and a lot of the other YouTubers out there on different channels, and always just a great guy, and he's got a great channel as well. So we appreciate him being here. He says, "Does Gremlins count?" Hey, if you consider it horror, we'll let it fly, because I guarantee you some of the things that are going to be on my list here after a while, some of y'all may not consider as horror. So, but to me, they scare me, so they're horror to me. So if Gremlins is that, if Gremlins is that for you, then absolutely we'll let it slide. The Batman, I don't know about that.
There are some horror elements.
I guess so. And that newest Batman, there are some moments, and the score is used well enough for that movie that it could terrify a person. I guess if they
definitely.
Hey, that was
Who's that?
I don't know that guy. Who is that? Cosmic Broadcast, Jonah. Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you being here this morning. Gonna try my best to watch the stream at work, so hopefully I don't get fired. Well, do not get fired on our behalf. It is not.
I'm not
responsible. You can always rewatch.
I'm not responsible. I'm not responsible. Neither of us are responsible. Yeah.
But hey, we appreciate you taking the chance to watch this while you're working anyway. So that's very kind of you. He's saying hi. And Cosmic says, "Nice to see Dark Movies not having to stay up till 4 a.m."
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons we chose this time of the day to do this. I wanted to make sure he was getting something early enough, and then he could still do his own thing tonight. Maybe.
I could have stayed up to 4 a.m. That's fine for me.
I just hated to see you do that, so I thought we'd just change it up today. And I'm off on Fridays anyway, so this works out pretty good. All right. So now we got that. Toby, I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions so everybody in the chat and everybody that's watching my channel today can get to know you a little bit better, and hopefully get them over there so they can start checking out your content, because you got a lot of really great stuff over there. So first, why do you love horror?
Ooh, why do I love horror?
I should have prepped these questions for you before you started.
Yeah, so probably. That was hard. Why I love horror? God. Oh no. I honestly probably so with like jump scares horror, that's what I'm calling like Conjuring and stuff like that. Honestly, just the feeling you get after you get jump scared, just like adrenaline kick, and then with I'm not a psychopath, okay, I'm not, but with the slashers, it's the kills.
Like the kills, more gory the better.
Kills.
Yeah. That's fair. I understand. All right. We'll keep going here. What is your favorite horror movie that came out this year? Not your list of all time, but just ones from this year. What's your favorite that's come out so far?
Ooh. So my number one is Talk to Me. From the directors of Raka Raka. the YouTube channel. So like, I mean, that's just impressive for me that a YouTuber can make such good film. And
Okay.
second, probably like Scream, and then Megan Renfield, and then yeah, a lot of stuff other.
Hmm. Okay, that's fair. Um,
Yeah, that
yeah,
those
I
that's
didn't I
amazing.
didn't touch on my love for horror because I don't have a huge love for horror.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
tolerate it because my wife loves horror, so I have to watch all the movies, even
that's
if they do
great.
terrify me.
That's
So
great.
I do that anyway. Now I will say, you mentioned Renfield. I was not a
Yeah.
fan of Renfield, but but I did really like it. Look at it. Hey, I feel like that's going to happen a lot tonight because I'm very
Oh
picky on
God,
my.
help me. No.
Can you get up? You live a little too far away from me to come help you there. So.
All good. All good.
Okay. All right. Well, uh, I don't even remember what I was saying now. Oh, so yeah, we said Renfield. I have a feeling you're going to be doing that a lot today as we talk about some of these because I'm extremely picky. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of horror movies, so for that reason, there's going to be, if something just completely creeps me out, I'm just not going to like that movie. So that's how that's going to go.
Fine.
And
That's fine.
Renfield, I think I went into Renfield with the wrong impression of what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be
Um,
kind of spoof and funny, and
mm,
some of that was, but the comedy they did use in it didn't really work for me. So I think that's one of the
fair.
reasons that I wasn't big on it. Now I did love the performances from the cast in that movie, but
Nicolas Cage is always
that
great.
yeah, Nicolas Cage was incredible. And I like Nicholas Holt. I'm an Aquafina fan, so really everything acting wise in that movie should have made the movie good for me, but for some reason it just didn't resonate, that kind of thing. But with that said, I think my favorites this year have been Megan, and
Yeah,
then the one you turned me on to here recently, Totally Killer. I had a lot of fun
totally
with that
killer.
movie as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's
Yeah.
also on my. That's actually my second favorite. I forgot
Okay.
about that. Yeah,
Yeah, so like those, and I know those are not your traditional horror movies, that
it
most
is.
people would think of. So, but those are the ones, those are the type I more enjoy. Things that are a little more lighthearted, even though
Yeah.
it's got some murders and stuff in it, So
I mean,
I
Totally
think
Killer was
that's,
great. I mean,
yeah, that's some of the stuff I
it was
gravitate toward
amazing.
there. I did really like this year's Scream as well. I didn't like it
We
as
also.
much as the one right before it, the last year or whatever it
Oh,
was. The other one came
yeah,
out.
yeah.
I liked it more than this one, but I did like this year's.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, next question for you. What's your most anticipated horror movie still remaining this year?
Oh, this year. Okay. What's the list of
Like,
horribles?
like that
Let
are still
me.
going to come out. I think I already know what this is going to be.
Yeah. Oh, wait. True. Yeah. Finance Freddy, I guess.
I figured that's where you're
There
going to
you
go
go.
with
I forgot about that, but I mean, I was going to say Thanksgiving, the
it.
horror
Oh,
movie
oh
by
yeah,
Eli Roth.
that one looks
But
really.
yeah,
I'm
that
actually excited for that one too.
yeah, it looks really good. Surprised though, but yeah, Thanksgiving is we needed another like horror theme like Thanksgiving because we didn't really have one. I mean, Thanksgiving, yeah, Thanksgiving, the turkey one. That's
That's different though.
something else. Yeah,
Yeah, that's an odd. Yeah.
yeah, that's just push that to the side. Just leave it be. And
Okay.
yeah, we just needed one, and it honestly, I'm just surprised because like I don't know, the trailer just not wowed me, but like it looks so fun and bloody
Yeah.
and bloody.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so you talked about Five Nights at Freddy's. Does any of the stuff about like the day and date, does that worry you at all for that movie, or do you still think it's going to be
Huh?
good? You're going to enjoy it anyway. Where it's coming out in theaters as well as Peacock at the same time.
Oh,
Like, does that worry you that they're doing that? Because Peacock has done that with like the most recent Halloween movie and Firestarter, which both didn't really
yeah,
go
Firestarter
real well
was
with the audiences and stuff.
yeah.
So does it worry you that Peacock's also doing that to this Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Not really, honestly, because
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really. I don't know.
The
I
subject
mean,
matter
that's
is just
fine.
strong enough. You're not really worried about any of that other stuff.
Yeah, like I mean, there's some people that actually can't go to the theaters and stuff like that. Maybe so you can
Okay.
but you can just you know what we are film fans. All like everyone is film fans. Just so wherever you watch, if you watch at home, theater, or whatever, it's fine. That's fine. I like
Okay.
we enjoy movies the same, anyways.
I
So
understand.
yeah,
Yeah, it just always worries me because I'm always just thinking, okay, do you not have faith enough in this film that you're just going to put it in theaters and that kind of thing? But maybe
yes.
because this is a Five Nights and it's going to have a lot of children wanting to watch this movie probably,
Oh
and
yeah,
they don't know, getting kids into a theater for a PG-13 horror movie, kids horror,
yeah,
whatever it is, it might be a little more difficult. I
yeah.
think didn't they rate it PG-13 or is it PG? I
Yeah,
want to think it was
PG
13.
13, PG
Yeah,
13.
okay,
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
yeah.
And another thing with that movie, it just came out this week that they're not lifting the embargo until the day it comes out,
Yeah.
which is after that Thursday night release, where a lot of people are going to get to see it. Does
Yeah.
that bother you at all, or you think that's okay too?
Not really, honestly. It's fine. I'm just excited
Okay,
anyways because like I know the whole story. I know basically everything. I played every
okay,
game, so I'm just excited to see whatever they are cooking.
awesome.
Like I
That's
mean,
I love to see you get excited for a movie and none of any of the negative press that comes is
yeah,
is affecting anything. Because I mean, honestly, we've not seen those reviews yet. We don't know what people are going to say about the movie yet.
yeah.
It's
I
just
do
all we
have
can
a
do is speculate.
yeah, I do have a feeling critics are not gonna like it, but I think the audience is
Okay.
going to love it. I have a
Okay.
feeling that the audience is going to absolutely love this movie.
And that really does happen a lot with horror movies anyway.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, that's the sad part, honestly.
All right. So one more topic I wanted to touch on before we get into just our favorite horror movies and that kind of thing. I wanted to ask you and talk about over the last couple of years, we've seen a real big, I wouldn't say resurgence because we've had horror movies come out year to year, but we've had a huge, like we've seen the numbers going up in the box office for horror movies, and that's really great because they're becoming some of the most profitable movies that can be made right now. Just because horror movies don't cost a lot to make. I mean, we're seeing stuff like one I'm going to talk about in a little bit, The Invisible Man, that's made for like $7 million,
Mm.
that goes on to make millions upon millions of dollars and huge profit margins. You know what I mean? So even though
Yeah.
these movies may not be making the $1 billion range, they're still percentage wise making a better profit than some of your big blockbusters. So why do you think it is that these movies are doing so well recently as opposed to say 10 years ago when they weren't making as much as what they are now?
Oh God. Probably should have prepared me for this question. Oh God. I mean, probably the quality, maybe, of some
Okay.
films. I think it's a main reason. Like, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
I'm
no,
just
there's some
yeah.
genuineness to that answer because we are seeing, even though special effects companies are bogged down and it's hard to get things out and done in a timely manner and stuff, with these horror movies, you can tell a big difference in movies from the '70s and the way they did special effects to what they look like
Yeah.
now. Things are
Oh
so
yeah.
much more real, and because they're more real, it makes it more scary. So
Yeah.
so I could see where that could be one of the upticks for it, just because of the quality of the effects for them, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think there's most people. Now I'm just thinking. Oh God.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, like I
so hard.
said, I look at like the original Halloween, for instance, and then you
Yeah.
compare it to the more recent Halloweens, and you see the difference in the kills
Oh,
because they
100%.
couldn't they couldn't do as much with the effects back then because it's all practical,
I mean that
Whereas now you can make things look gruesome like you never could before with a
Terrifier. Oh.
yeah,
Mm.
exactly.
Yeah.
It
I
does
mean,
make sense.
I'm just honestly just talking about like practical effects. I just want to talk about it. I love practical effects. Practical effects are great. I mean, also, I mean, like you talked about
Yeah.
practical effects like in the 70s, yeah. But I mean, they are used today. Like I mean, with Terrifier, I think also used
Hmm.
mostly practical. I think, yeah. But then we
Yeah.
have like Winnie the Pooh that was just CGI. Everything. A tiny bit drop, CGI. That was clearly CGI. So
Yeah. Can you believe they're making a sequel to that?
I mean, it made $5 million in the box office. So,
That's
hey,
crazy.
congrats, I guess.
Yeah, it's great.
I
And
mean,
they're getting a bigger budget. They're getting like
1
a
million.
studio presence now. Like it's
Yep.
it's
Hey,
like the
have
little
you
engine that
seen?
could.
Yeah, have you seen those pictures though of the Winnie the Pooh and Tigger or Owl? I think it was. Yeah, have you
Uh-uh.
seen those?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you
No, I
haven't.
haven't.
They look 10 times better. They actually
Do
don't
they?
look like they don't look like two dudes in a mask anymore. It looks actually more real. So I
Okay.
mean, props to them. So I'm actually
Yeah.
I'm kind of a bit excited for this now. I'm kind of a bit tiny bit
Well,
excited.
in that vein, did you also watch the mean one, the Grinch
Oh,
parody?
I watched that. Or was it like 2-3 days ago?
Okay.
Ooh, that was something. Yeah,
It's a movie.
it's a movie. Yep, yep, yep. I mean,
Yeah.
props to them for getting the guy who plays Terrifier or Arthur Clown
Yeah.
to do the Grinch show. I mean, that was pretty cool to see. But
The guy's
the whole
getting some
movie
horror
is
work right now for sure.
100%. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Terrified 3 is coming out, I think, next year with a million budget. So, because like I think, yeah, Terrified 2 was only $250, $1,000. So that's like
Wow.
crazy, honestly. That
Yeah.
they made. Just imagine how gruesome the death's going to be in Terrified 3.
Yeah.
That's going to be like 30 plus age rating. Like that's it's going to be gruesome.
Yeah.
And I'm ready.
I feel you. I feel like you're right. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and catch up on our comments again before we get to the next section of this. Let's see. 80s kid from the 90s says, I was at a store yesterday. They were playing Christmas music. I said to myself, it's not even Halloween yet. My question is, have people forgotten about Halloween season?
At least the stores here too. I mean, Norway, we have like Christmas decorations, everything up on the shelves and stores. So
Yeah,
yeah,
the stores seem to be 2 to 3 months ahead always. We had Halloween. I mean, we bought our Halloween outfit for our kid in August. So like they were already in Walmart and the stores and stuff over here. So, and then now you go into the store and it's all Christmas stuff everywhere. So
yeah.
we're just way ahead for some reason. It really hurts people like me, dads that are last minute and go in and try to get things at the very, I don't want to have to shop for Valentine's in December when I know I'm going to be going the day before Valentine's Day to pick up flowers. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I mean, I got all of these behind me like if a week ago. So yeah, like I
yeah,
was just lucky to have gotten something because
yeah.
they
It
were
seems
all just Christmas,
it
all
seems like
just
if you
Christmas.
wait till October, you miss out on the Halloween stuff.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
80s Kid also
Uh,
says Halloween is my favorite season, probably because it's my birth month. Yep, I turned 27 this month.
it's my favorite too, though. So let's go. That's great.
Is it?
Yeah,
So
I mean,
Halloween's up there for me, but it's not one of my favorite.
it's my second maybe. Probably
Okay.
Christmas is better.
Yeah. Well, to me, the Oscars and then Christmas,
Mm.
because I count the Oscars as a holiday. I love watching the Oscars.
Nice, nice.
But that's Oscars, then Christmas, and then maybe Halloween. I don't know. There's a couple of them there I really like.
Yeah,
I love Valentine's because not that I need an excuse to get romantic or whatever, but it's just it's a fun time for me.
yeah, that's fine.
Um,
That's fine.
but yeah, I think Halloween hurts me because I have a November 4th birthday.
Mm.
And with that meant my mom always growing up would go after Halloween and get the clearance Halloween decorations. And my birthday every year was decorated in black and orange. And I just got so tired of that every single year that it almost hurt my love for Halloween just because I was stuck.
No.
And then even birthday gifts, I'd get like costumes and dress up stuff, for my birthday because that's what was on clearance. And,
Yeah.
so it kind of run its course on me a little bit, I think, because of that.
Yep, yep, yep.
80s kids I love Stranger Things. I like
Stranger
Stranger
Things is
Things.
great. Yeah, it's great.
He also says Batman Begins has some horror elements.
I can't remember that one.
That's the one that the Scarecrow stuff I could see.
Yeah,
There were
and
some pretty scary Scarecrow moments, I guess.
I need to rewatch that movie. I don't remember. Honestly, I need to rewatch honestly every movie because I
Yeah,
don't remember.
having trouble remember. Oh boy, do I even want to talk about this?
Yes,
Haunted Mansion,
yes,
2005. I remember being scared every once in a while at the theater. That was
yes.
one of the dumbest movies I've ever watched in my life.
Huh?
It was do what?
Huh? Huh?
I re- I remember thinking when I watched that movie, I thought, man, Eddie Murphy has really fallen down to make this movie. I just did not enjoy that one at all. I'm
I loved
sorry.
it. I grew up with this.
I understand. I understand. Uh, and apparently, like I did a poll, and it won by a landslide. So I mean, there are it has its fans out there. Of course, I wasn't the biggest fan of the newest one either. I didn't do a review for it or anything, just because I didn't want to be negative. But I thought the new one
I
was
loved it.
fine, and
I
I
loved
did
it.
like it. I did like it more than the Eddie Murphy one, but I still wasn't like just thrilled watching it. Like it felt very almost too kid friendly for me.
Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, that's fine. I
And
mean,
I
I love
say
it.
that as someone who actually prefers the Muppets version of Haunted Mansion over all of them. So here I'm talking kid friendly, but
I haven't actually seen that one. Maybe I need
uh,
to see it.
I think it's the scariest of the three.
Oh God. I mean,
It's the
I'm afraid of
Muppets.
dolls, so I mean, like that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, that would add to the scare then.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Uh,
Frankie. Hey Frankie, thanks for joining the chat. We got some highs back and forth. And House of L. Hey, House of L. Hey, Uncle Donovan. It's good to have you at the stream today. Thanks for joining.
Uncle Minute. Do that.
Say
Yeah.
like and share. Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate any likes and comments you guys are giving. It really helps out this video and the stream. 80s Kid says Star Wars Day is the best holiday. I knew he was going to bring up Star Wars at some point. He can't help himself. That's cool. That's cool. May the 4th is a good holiday.
Yeah. Yeah. I like May 17th.
May 17th.
National Norway Day. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. See, I'm learning something because I don't know anything about Norway. So
That's
you
fine.
your teacher. I honestly, if you gave me a globe, I wouldn't be able to point out where you're at. Toby, I'm not sure.
Oh
So,
no. Oh no. Okay, you know Sweden, right?
I've heard of it.
Okay. UK.
Yeah, I know where the UK is.
Okay, so UK, and then
Uh-huh.
there.
There.
So if you open a map, and then have the UK here, right? And then
Okay.
you take a flight there. That's yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Understand?
I'll have to look into that more so I can figure out exactly where you're at. All I know is that you have a big time difference from me. So
100%. Yeah. No.
House L says, no, you need a reason. Oh, what was he referring to? What were we talking about a minute ago?
That's a good question.
Oh, he may have been talking about the Valentines. Because
Ah.
I said I know I shouldn't need a reason to be romantic, but that's probably what he's referring to there. House L, either that or you would have the Thanksgiving decorations. Yeah.
We don't have it. Honestly, we don't have Thanksgiving in our country.
Yeah, you don't have anything to be thankful for, or you just don't celebrate it?
No, we in Norway doesn't celebrate
just playing with you. I'm just playing with you.
Yeah, we don't celebrate anything, and we have nothing to be thankful, Nothing. We celebrate all of that in the national day.
They don't let you go watch a movie unless you're 18, so that right there's.
I mean, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy. Frankie says Colin Farrell is okay, I guess. Okay, I can't remember now what we were talking about that included Colin Farrell,
Oh,
but that's all right. Keep going. Disney model since or 80s kid says Disney model since Iger took over 2006. Copy and paste. I don't know if it's fully that way, but Hassel says Hillmouth was one of the Scars movies when I was a kid.
Hillmouth? Never heard of that.
So I'm not sure what he's saying there. Lance Jackson, thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate you being here. Live action Scooby Doo scared me. Okay,
That's fine.
I mean,
Scary.
they really, I don't know. I guess what they did to Scrappy was pretty scary, but
Yeah.
80s Kids says, OMG, has anyone watched the YouTube Scooby Doo fan made show Mystery Inc? No, I've not. I've not heard of that.
Oh, no, me neither.
Oh, Lynn High School. So that's a school that we went to growing up. So maybe that's what he was referring to a minute ago. It was one of the scary movies when I was a kid. Lynn High, maybe that's what he was saying up there. Maybe he didn't. Yeah, that's what I'm going to take from that. Yeah, high school can be scary. All right, we've got caught up on the comments for now. So let's go ahead and jump into our next topic, which is listing our favorite horror movies.
Yes.
So, Toby, I'm going to let you start with just a few of your movies that didn't quite make this list, and we'll get to some more of those later. So just name a few of them that didn't make the list that you really wanted to, but you couldn't get in there.
So, I mean, I have, I think, 8, but I mean, I can list a few. I have...
Yeah, just list a few now, and we'll go back to some of those others a little later.
Here's the, like, Pearl and X up there.
Okay.
If you love those movies, even the first,
recent movies. Yeah.
And then we have A Babysitter. Have you heard of that one?
I don't know that I've seen that.
Okay, and then of course Evil Dead 1 and 2.
Okay.
I count as almost as the same movie, honestly. If you've seen it, you've seen it. You know, it's kind of the base.
Yeah.
And then I can list one more, The Shining.
Okay.
It's up there too.
Yeah. I've actually got that one in my honorable mentions as well.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'll name a few of them. Didn't make my list. The Shining, like you said. I also have the 2018 Halloween. I actually really enjoyed that one, and I've got that on my honorable mention list. And the original Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, I've got on honorable mentions as well. So those didn't make my top list, which is probably gonna like get myself delisted from people's subscriptions or whatever. But I just, some of those older horror movies, I just don't feel like hold up that well today. Now, I will say Nightmare on Elm Street seems to hold a little better than some of the other ones.
I will also say that I've said it before. I fell asleep during that movie.
Okay. Yeah. So, that's a scary time to fall asleep.
Yeah. I was glad that he didn't visit me. I was definitely glad for that. But yeah.
Hey, kid, does anyone like the show Supernatural? Did you watch Supernatural? Okay.
No.
So I watched the first 2, maybe 3 seasons, and I liked it all right, but it wasn't enough to keep me interested in keep watching. I was told if I'd go back to it that it really picks up and I'd enjoy it more. I just never got around to it. And now there's so many seasons that had come out that it's just hard to hard to get in there. What in the world just happened?
I know my mom loves it, I think, yeah. But I really want to start it, but I don't really have time for shows anymore. I just at least watch the main like stuff like Loki and Chucky, the season. That's great. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you the one typing that?
Typing what?
No. Okay. It shows that I'm putting comments in, and I'm not typing anything, so I'm not sure what's happening right now.
So which one of these haunt the stream?
Yeah, there's a ghost in my stream right now, apparently.
Yeah, we need to find a mystery, murder mystery type. Let's go.
The movie is Hellmouth. Okay, so he was referring to a movie called that. See, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
It's about a kid that opens a hellmouth in his backyard and he has to close it to live. Wow.
That's an
That
interesting
sounds
premise.
terrifying.
That sounds fun. What do you mean?
And I was saying you don't know where because of the Lynn High School. Yeah, so I'm from backwoods nowhere, Arkansas. So they don't learn us very well down here.
Um, Yep.
Oh man, yeah. But apparently, I'm saying like and share and get me to 100. Like I'm not sure what's happening here,
um,
but that's not me typing that. So in fact, that's not even how I. Hang on a minute.
Impersonation. I see.
Let
Okay.
me test something here. Yeah, that's not even the way I do my initials. So somebody is impersonating me in here somewhere here.
Impersonation. I see.
Because this is I have capitals on all three, and whoever this is
Who are you?
just doing the capital on the time. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening or where these comments are coming from, but that is not me, guys. So if you see that particular one, say something that's not coming from me. Okay, yeah, right.
Huh?
Get my mask on too while we're doing this.
Hmm?
Uh, hmm.
Um,
All right. 80s Kids, I've never saw The Shining, but I do know Jack Nicholson says, "Here's Johnny." Yeah.
Here's Johnny.
House says, I saw all 11 seasons of Supernatural. One of these days, I'll go back and I'll catch up and watch.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
I just don't have time right now.
Yeah, that's definitely understandable.
And 80s Kids, seen, not saw. House L says,
Hey, he knows.
Babysitter was a good movie on Netflix. Okay.
Yes.
And this person says, I'm your fan. All right.
That's great.
Well. All right, then. Now, we've gotten past our honorable mentions. We've caught up on the chat. Let's get in. We're just going to go back and forth. I'm going to let you start and give us your number 10 favorite horror movie. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying these, most likely all of his are considered horror movies, if I had my guess. I'm going to warn everybody that's watching right now. I've got some movies in this list that some of y'all might consider just thrillers or comedy horrors or, different things. And I get it, but these movies terrify me that I've got on this list. So I'm counting them as horror for me. And it's hard for me to come up with a list of things. So that's what it is. So if it affected me in a way that I felt like horror, it's there. That includes M. Night Shyamalan movies. So there we go. All right. So go ahead and get us started, Toby, with your number 10.
Yeah, okay. So my number 10, I have you heard of this one? Fair Street 1994 from 2021.
Yes. Yeah, that was on Netflix, right?
Yeah, the Netflix trilogy. I mean, this is the first of the trilogy, but honestly, this was great. I don't know, just the horror elements, the slasher elements, just everything about that movie was great, honestly. And it's recent, I will say I have some old movies, some are not. I know there's old movies out there. I've seen them, so even though I'm young, even though I am young, but I have old movies. But yeah, Fair Street, honestly, really good.
So are you referring to just the whole? Wasn't there 3 of them?
Huh?
Was there 3 of those, or was it just?
So I'm referring to the first of the trilogy.
Okay.
But there is 3. Yeah, there's 3 movies.
Okay. All right. You're referring to the first. So the first one's the only one that I watched of those. I meant to get around to the others, and I just never did.
You need to watch the other ones.
Okay. But yeah, I did enjoy that first one though. So and again, one of these days I'll get around to watching the rest of them. All right, that's cool. My number 10 is from 2018, and that's A Quiet Place.
Okay, really, so I will. You first.
Oh, I just gonna say I really enjoyed A Quiet Place. I thought it was. It scared me. Obviously, I've got it on the list, and this list is all movies that scared me that I actually enjoyed. I didn't include movies that scared me that I hated because it scared me so much. I just did ones that I enjoyed watching and scared me. So I enjoyed Quiet Place. I didn't like the second one as much as the first one, but I really enjoyed the first one. And that scene when she's going down the steps and that nail, like to me, that's just as
Mhm.
scary as the monsters. seeing that. So, what were you going to
Yeah.
say about it though?
I was going to say that I haven't seen it, but that's fine.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I won't
I
give away any
I
more
that's
than that then.
I know that scene. I've seen it in
Okay,
different clips,
okay.
so that's yeah. But yeah, I'm known as a horror guy, and I've not seen Fireplace. That's very weird, but I even told it to one of my like friends, and he is like a movie fan and YouTuber like me, but like yeah, he was
Yeah, and
surprised.
and for John Krasinski to have directed that movie, it really showed how
Oh,
talented
he's
that guy
directing.
is. Yeah, John Krasinski directed it
Oh, did not
and
know that.
did a great job. He directed both of those movies actually.
Oh,
So
actually did not know that. How did I not
really,
know
really
that?
put him on the
That's
radar for me as a potential to watch out for when he's directing something because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's more than just an actor. All right, what about your number
Oh no.
9?
Number 9, we have Friday the 13th, Part 2 from 1981.
Okay,
This one, this was the first Jason movie,
right.
Jason movie. So just seeing him in action with that, it was just so cool. Even though, yeah, the special effects and everything wasn't great, but like, I mean, cheesy, fun camping, yeah, just cheesy, fun uh slasher with, yeah, camp. I don't. What am I even saying? I'm okay, but yeah, cheesy fun. Cheesy
It's
fun.
a campy movie at a camp, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's basically what I was going to say. Yeah, I
Yeah,
I did not know what I was saying. What am I even saying right now? I'm just saying out words.
that's okay.
Yeah.
Just a second. I need to check something on here just to
Okay.
make sure. Let's see. I'm seeing if I can find me a moderator or something here.
Yep, yep.
Um, okay. All right. Send a message else. Maybe I'll get some help with a couple things here in a second with that. So you had part 2. So I was going to touch on that. There's some people. I've talked to a lot of people that I guess just aren't actually familiar with the franchise. They just know the characters, and there's so many people that don't realize that Jason wasn't
Yeah.
actually Jason in the first movie.
Yeah.
And that the second movie is really where he come out of. So it's always fun to test somebody's knowledge and see if they're truly a fan or not, whether or not they know that something as simple as that. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, speaking of like testing things, like, dude, I in like a group in like Discord. Oh, I when I said something about like Friday the 13th, someone said that it didn't know Friday the 13th, and I was just shocked.
okay,
Like
yeah,
they actually like know like Halloween and stuff like that, and then they didn't know Friday the 13th.
hmm.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay, I'm not going to pull from the knife now. Okay.
So I'll give my number 9,
Yeah, yeah.
and my number 9 is an American Werewolf in London, 1981.
Never heard of that. Huh.
You don't know that one, okay?
I've never heard of that
I
one.
wasn't sure if you'd watch that or not. This is a classic werewolf story. You've got a couple of students in Great Britain that go on a hiking trail. They get attacked by a werewolf. One of them gets killed. One of them starts to have the visions and becoming a werewolf, that kind of thing. And
Hmm.
and he even starts. If I remember, it's been a while since I've seen it. I think he even starts seeing the people that have been killed by werewolf, things like that, like vision type things and stuff. It's a really interesting movie. It's got a little bit of comedy in it as well. It's not just horror, but it's got some decent effects for 1981. I really enjoy the practicality they used in that particular movie.
Yeah, I've honestly never heard of it, but I will definitely add it to my 500 movie watch list.
Yeah. So far I've named 2 that you haven't seen yet, huh?
Yeah.
All right, that's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and catch up a little bit comments. I don't want to get behind on these, so that way we don't have to be rushing through at the end trying to just get all this. Hayes says new Goosebumps on Disney Plus is garbage. I watched the first 45 seconds and said nope. That's unfortunate to hear. I thought the trailer looked good.
Yeah, same. I really need to see that.
Now I will say 45 seconds. I don't know if this is enough to give it a chance or not. When it comes to television shows, I always try to give everything 2 to 3 episodes because sometimes it takes a couple episodes to get going on a brand new show. Now, if it's a series I'm returning to, if it takes them 3 episodes to get me hooked back again, then there's a problem because I should already know those characters. I shouldn't need setup. But on a brand new series, usually I'll give it a few episodes before I tap out of it. So I may still give Goosebumps a chance and just see what I think about it myself.
I'm definitely giving it a chance. I'm not like super.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it had come out already. So.
Oh yeah, I was legit. I was in middle of class and I looked at my phone and then, boom, I saw something on Twitter or something like new Goosebumps, and I was like, okay, fine, sure, I'm going to watch it someday. Someday,
Yeah.
10 years, 5 hours, I don't know, maybe 10 years, I don't know. That's fine.
House Babysitter 2 is there now. It has Girl from Wednesday in it. Oh, so Jenna Ortega?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. She is
Babysitter
like
2 was
queen of horror right now, isn't she? Like she's just doing all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
House L, sorry, looked it up. Not Hellmouth, it's called Demon Gate. Okay.
Demon Gate.
I think I have heard that name. I've just never watched the movie.
I'll add it to my watch list. Like I said.
80s kid, Anakin is not the main character until episode 3. Okay. Yeah. House of L, Friday the 13th is better because it just as creepy as mom talking in his voice. that is creepy.
Yeah.
And then The Howling was one of my favorite. I don't think I've seen The Howling. I assume that's another werewolf movie by the sound of it.
I think I've heard of that one, but I've never seen it.
Okay. And I say I don't know. My mother made me watch all kinds of
horror movies.
Horror movies. I don't know why my mind went blank there. I literally got the word everywhere around me. But my mom made me watch a bunch when I was a kid, and I can't remember what all we watched and that kind of thing. So I could have watched it and just don't remember the title. But
Terrifying Kids. Let's go. I mean,
yeah, maybe why I stopped liking horror for such a long time.
That's fine.
80s Kid says Jenna Ortega would be good Raven Teen Titans. I could see it.
Yeah. That would honestly be cool.
All right. Well, we are to number 8. So tell me what's your number 8 horror movie.
So this is not a recent one, but it's I mean it's Saw 1, Saw 1.
Okay.
I was going to say that, but Saw 1. Many people I think don't really like that movie. Even yes, the like sequels are gorier and stuff like that, but like this is what am I even saying? Just forget me. Yeah, I just really loved the movie, and that twist at the end. I did not see that coming, even though, yeah, I know. Yeah,
okay.
I did not see it coming, and
huge twist at the end of that one for sure.
Yeah, and I kind of recently watched that movie too. Not recently, but like 2021. So
yeah,
I say recent, but that was 2 years ago. Jeez, time goes flies. But yeah, I remember I was not allowed to watch it by my mom, but I care? Not at all. So I just clicked play, and I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I've got good experiences with the first 2 or 3 Saws. I really like those. And then to me, they kind of dropped off after that to me. But
Saw 6 was great, though.
I've heard some good things about the most recent one, but then I've also heard a couple of people that didn't like it. So I mean, I don't know. I'm optimistic about this newest one. Did you go watch X or 10 or whatever you call it?
Can't.
Okay.
I can't because 18. The 18 rule.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Man,
Yeah.
that really for a guy that watches horror movies, that really messes you up, don't
Hey,
it?
hey, the worst thing, I woke up next morning and stuff like that, and I saw on Instagram that they did like a game show
Mhm.
in the theater. They played like
Okay.
Jigsaw's tape, and then like they had to do challenges in the theater, like, and you didn't let me in. That's just yeah. Like yeah, they just did so much cool, and then of course they watched the movie, but like 18, the 18 rule, that just always sucks. At least for my country, though. It's crazy
Mm.
why they don't let us in, though. Even with the parents, they don't care. They don't care. So yeah,
Yeah. Well, maybe that'll change soon, or I mean, you're not too
maybe
far away
hopefully.
from there. A couple years.
2 years, yeah, 2 years.
Yeah, you'll
So
get there.
I get there's some way. Yep.
Mm. All right. So we talked about Saw, and it's what are we doing? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
have you seen the Howling? The ending will get you. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I've not heard of that.
Scanners.
I don't think Scanners was really good. That's also one I don't have on my. I do not watch enough horror movies, I guess, because a lot of these I've not seen.
Hey, me neither. I guess I'm the horror guy and don't know any one of these. I mean, I know
I
that
love the
one.
original Firestarter. Yeah, so I didn't like the new one, and that disappointed me because I'm actually a pretty big Zac Efron fan, but the new one just wasn't good to me. But the
Oh yeah.
original, man, Drew Barrymore as a child, she was terrifying. Like that movie was
Yeah.
crazy.
I have that
I
on
do
my
like the
watch list
original.
in original. I only watched
Okay,
the remake, and that was
okay,
it was a movie. It
disappointed.
was a movie.
It was a movie. Yeah. All right. So my number 8 was one I kind of mentioned a little while ago, and that is The Invisible Man from 2020.
Yeah,
Most
that's
recent
one.
Invisible Man. That was a Blumhouse movie they made for like $7 million, and it was incredible. I think it's one of the better horror movies we've had in recent years, and we've had some good ones in recent years. And that one really worked for me. I had a lot of fun with it. Just thought it was really good. Elizabeth Moss, is
Yeah,
that who was in that one?
I don't know
Um,
honestly.
well, anyway, I wanted to think that's who was in it, but I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's also something on my have been like on my watch list for long time. So still need to check that
I
one out.
even think I liked it better than the original version I had seen years ago. So,
I have not even seen the original, so that's
all right.
I
What's
don't
your
know.
number 7? Let's go on to that.
7. Let me pull up my list again. God, I'm not prepared. Okay. So this is classic horror movie
Okay.
Scream from
Original Scream.
original Scream 1996.
Okay.
That one was amazing. Just I don't know. Yeah, just amazing. That's just a word I use. Just amazing. Honestly, I don't know. I
Yeah.
use that way too much. Amazing.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
one that used to terrify my sister. Um,
Ooh.
my uncle, in fact, House of L Comics in here. She blames him for this. I don't know that it was actually him, or it was, but that's who she blames anyway for showing her that movie. And she was scared to
I
death of the Scream movies for years because of watching that. I guess too young, but
yeah.
yeah, that's one I actually really enjoy a lot. I could rewatch the original Scream over and over again. Like I think it's that
100%.
good.
100%. Yeah.
Any more comments you got for that one?
Um. 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 Scream.
All right.
There you go. Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
I know.
I'll go ahead and say my number 7, and it's a Stephen King movie, and one that a lot of people probably don't expect me to say for a Stephen King movie because it's not one that most people find scary. But I kind of did, and I love the ending of it, and that is the 2007 version of The Mist.
Oh, I have not seen that either.
You don't see that one either. I really enjoyed this movie, and another thing I really liked, it had like 3 or 4 cast members that wound up going from that and wound up being on Walking Dead afterwards. So I thought that was cool. Like Andrea and my mind's blank. There was Carol, a couple other characters that were in Walking Dead were in the Mist movie. So I thought that was really cool. Later on, when I saw them Walking Dead, I'm like, hey, I remember them from this. And I won't give it away, but the ending for the Mist is something that you probably won't see coming, and it will just leave you in like, what did I just watch? And did that really just happen? So really enjoyed that. And this is one like, a mist comes over the town and like monster type things are like killing people out of it, and you don't see them coming, and there's these weird creatures and stuff. And so cool. There was a few jump scares in it, but a lot of people don't think it's that scary. For me, I get scared of everything. So
yeah, I mean, the premise sounds just really cool, and like I said, many of these that you have said, it's on my watch list.
Okay.
For a very long time. There's way too many things on my watch list. So that's fine.
Well, we'll get through our number 6s, and then we'll go back to the comments before we do our top 5s. Yeah. Oh no, did it really just do that to me?
Oh.
I've done so good the last couple streams I've done, not having a camera mess up.
It's the ghost.
And then today.
Yep.
And it don't look like we're going to get it restarted either. Let me see. Well, on my PotCam app, it shows my camera working, and I can see myself, but for some reason, it's not going through StreamYard. I'm not sure why that is. All right. Well, let me just switch my camera to the bad webcam, and we'll just finish the video. We'll just finish the video with that, and I just won't look as good. Not that I look good anyway. Whoa. Okay. So let me adjust that a little bit. Is it that one? Oh, no, I'm on the wrong one. Okay. Let me switch that. I got like 4 cameras here. None of them work that great. Oh, my lighting's weird with that one, but
works at least.
Yeah. Let's see if I can tone that down a little bit.
Yeah.
Apologize for technical difficulties, everybody. It's a little too yellow. I will adjust it somehow here. Yeah, it's
nice.
Too bright. Maybe I'll get it. We can at least make it usable.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll just go with that for now, and I'll just be a little darker and a little off color. So.
That's fine. And it works. Woo.
It is what it is. You can see me, so.
Yeah.
One of these days I'll get a real camera, and I won't have to use my phone camera. And then I don't know if my phone's just like it's plugged in, but I don't know if it's like overheating or something, and then it shuts off the stream, or I don't know what's going on with it. But every once in a while that just happens to me. So. And this is the best I got when I'm not using that. So.
Technology.
All right. Yeah. So where were we? We were on our number 6s.
Number 6. Yeah, number 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so fire away.
Yeah. Okay. Trick and Treats. You have heard of this one or?
No, I've not seen this.
The Halloween one, Halloween movie. Trick or Treat.
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
It's legit the perfect Halloween. Wait, you don't? A guy with that on head as a head, right?
Do what?
A guy with that.
Oh,
basically that on the head. You haven't
like
seen
the
that?
Pumpkin or the jack-o'-lantern? No.
Yeah.
No, I've not seen that.
Okay, no, okay, but it's the perfect. It's a perfect Halloween movie, honestly. It's basically like it's basically 4 different Halloween stories that all band together as one, like into one story at the end. Perfect.
Okay.
Just an absolutely enjoyable time, and I definitely will rewatch it at around Halloween, 100%.
Okay, that's fair. I'll have to put that on my list and take a look at that because I've not seen that one.
Yeah, I mean the villain is iconic, you know.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't heard of him.
So my number 6 is one that you had in your honorable mentions, and that is Pearl from 2022.
Pearl, nice.
I really loved X, And then when I saw that prequel, when I saw Pearl, I'm like, wow, this is great. Mia Goth,
Yeah.
is that her name? That's the star of that.
Yeah. Yep.
She is fantastic. I can't wait to see what else she does going forward. And then, of course, Pearl also gave us our first look at the new Superman, or my first look at him, first time I've seen him, David Cornsweet, because he
Yeah.
was in that one as well, working at the movie theater and stuff in that movie. And so it's because of seeing Pearl before I heard that announcement that I got excited for Superman Legacy and his casting, just because I really liked his choices of things he did in that movie. So
Yeah.
that was really good to me.
Yeah, this was also my like first time seeing Superman, I guess. Corn Sweat. Yeah, like you said, I was actually also really excited because I saw him before like that announcement. So I was also really
Yeah.
excited for that. And I honestly, this is off topic, but I honestly think he will do a great job. Just yeah, yeah. Pearl
Yeah,
is
fixed my
just
lighting a little bit there.
yeah. I mean, Pearl is. I I don't know. Honestly, Pearl and X for me is like basically the same. Not like as a movie, but like as a rating. It's
Okay.
basically the same for me. So
Are you excited for the third one of that series to come out?
100%. Yeah, Maxine.
Yeah. Yeah.
100% with
Cool.
Mia Goth. Like every time I see Mia Goth in a movie, I will just okay. I'll watch that. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I watched Infinity Pool, even though that's movie isn't great, but I mean Mia Goth in it, so
Yeah.
I
She's
legit
great.
that was the only reason I wanted to watch it. Not even kidding. Just Mia Goth. I saw Mia Goth and you know what? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But that movie was there's some things in that I can't explain on the stream. Then we'll
I
get banned.
understand. Yeah, this is a pretty family friendly stream, so let's not get into that. And all right,
If you know, you
I'm gonna
know.
go.
I will say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read some comments because we have gotten quite a few since last we looked at it, and then we'll get into our top fives.
Yep.
Let's see. We saw scanners. Love the original fire starter. Okay, so we're at. I'm eating a grilled cheese sandwich with Gouda while watching. All right, 80s kid.
Hey,
Sounds
nice.
good. I'm not eating lunch. Well, it's just now getting to my lunchtime though. I did have
Yeah.
breakfast with my sister this
Yes.
morning. So
It's coming to my like dinner time soon. So
yeah, I had a really big McDonald's breakfast with my sister this morning. So I went and met her at the restaurant
nice.
and ate breakfast. So I
Yep.
I was full before I started the stream. House of El Cat's Eye was awesome. Okay, he keeps bringing these ones up that I've not heard of.
Me neither. I'm the horror guy. And what is this?
You better be
I-
taking notes.
I
House,
am.
House of
I
L
am.
is giving you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
House of L, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was really good and based on a true story.
I have a hot take on that.
Oh, okay.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one of the weakest horror franchises of all time.
I assume you are including the original 70s one in that as well, or the
Every
70s version of that in that?
every.
So a lot of people take that 1974 version and like that's their
I mean,
Chainsaw Massacre.
yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was all right, just all right and decent, but
Okay.
it's still the weakest horror franchise of all time, and people are going to hate me for that, but that's fine.
I'm not a big fan of those movies either. It's delicious. Talking about his grilled cheese sandwich, I'll bet it is.
Yeah,
House of L Scream was okay, not that scary. Yeah, I just liked it as a movie. I think it's a good movie. It don't have to be.
Yeah.
Like it can be scary enough for me. If it scares me a little bit and I enjoy the movie, that makes a good horror movie for me. I don't. If I'm too scared of the movie, I'm not going to watch it again. So you know. So for me
that's
to be
very
a
different.
good scary movie, yeah, you like to be
Yeah,
scared, huh?
Oh yeah. If a movie absolutely terrifies me, that I know it's a good movie.
Too much butter though.
Mm.
I guess on his grilled cheese. There's never too much butter. Mama Minute says the mist was good. I agree, and thanks, Mom, for jumping in the stream today.
I'm taking all the notes right now. There's
80s Kid, Goosebumps is the darkest children's show. Yeah, so the original Goosebumps show, I grew up with that show. I grew up with those books, reading those books. In fact, I've got I did have it behind me. Now it's sitting over there, but I've got a signed picture of the I can't think of the title of the book, but the hamster cover, the one with the hamster. Why I can't think of the name of that, but I met the artist at C2E2 in Chicago this year that did the original artwork for all the original Goosebump books, and he was telling some stories about it and that kind of how much freedom they give him to make the artwork for the covers and things like that. And then I got a signed print of one of his covers, and that was really cool. Really cool to meet him, and he seemed like a great guy, that kind of stuff. So
I'm debating on moving to USA just to meet some people. I want to meet people. I want to meet movie stuff.
Man, that Chicago trip was fun. I actually stayed at my uncle at House of L. He's got a house, not real far from there, and I stayed with him when we went up there, and we had a great time. Got to meet the Smallville cast. Got to meet Chris Evans, Captain America, some of that kind of stuff. So that was really fun getting to go and do all that. Nice. Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World. That was a dream come true. House of L says, I hope he will be okay Superman. He needs to bulk up. Oh yeah. I mean, how many times have we seen actors get casted and then like 6 months later they're twice the size they were before? I mean, look at Zac Efron before Baywatch. Like, look at his movies right before Baywatch and then Baywatch, and like see how much he bulked for that. Do what?
Chris Pratt, right?
Zac Efron. That's what I was talking about.
No, but like Chris Pratt do that also?
Oh, for Guardians, that kind of thing. Yeah. He used to be kind of a thick guy, in a different direction, and he became thick in the muscular direction. So, yeah. Them actors, they put their bodies through some stuff to make things work. So I think David Corn Sweat. I don't think he's got too much work to do to get there. So he'll be fine on that. 80s Kid, does Sylvie take your order? Did you see Mobius? Yeah, so the new episode of Loki is what he's talking about. I won't get into spoilers on this stream. If you want to see a spoiler stream for that, go over to the Screen Zen Reviews channel, Jason's channel. Me and him did a live talk about the new episode of Loki last night, and it's over on his channel, so you can check that out there. I don't want to get into spoilers here when that's not what we're. Yeah. Mama Minute says House of L. Yeah, all those movies are good. Yeah, they're brother and sister. Mama Minute's in House of L, just so you know. Yeah. So they're talking back and forth.
Something like that.
Yeah. House of L, most are 80s Stephen King movies. Okay. Frankie, I'm live. Okay.
Nice.
80s Kid, Feeny. Are you a Boy Meets World fan? Do you have a clue what I'm talking about there?
No.
I don't know. Okay.
I have no
idea. You don't even know what that is?
No.
Yeah, that was a show I grew up on in the 90s, early 2000s. So that's, yeah. All right. Mama Minute's Haunt was good at jump scares.
I still need to see that.
Yeah.
I think
that's what she's been telling me about for a while, and I've not gotten around to it. So.
Yeah, you need to see it. It's like horror, like what is it? Horror houses, I guess, like horror Hollywood. What is it? Horror nights and stuff like that. Well, how they have all like houses so you can go in. It's basically basically like that into a horror movie. So really love the premise, and I still need to watch it.
Okay. Yeah, I will check it out eventually. 80s Kids said, I just had to say it. LOL. Talk about Feeny. Mama Minute's Evil Dead Rise was okay for a Halloween watch.
I also have a hot take on that too.
Oh yeah, what's your hot take on it? We're talking horror.
Ooh, it wasn't the best. It was kind of
Okay, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, for a movie that was originally made to be straight to streaming,
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So they didn't have a big budget. What they were working with, and I thought it was perfectly fine for what it was, and I was kind of glad they still released it in theaters just to, give it a little bit more love, because I thought it was a well-made movie.
It was. Guess what age rating that was?
Oh, I got you. I guess you didn't get
I
to go theaters for it then.
no, I watched it at home, but that's fine.
Yeah. 80s kid Eric was my favorite character. Yeah, he's talking about Boy Meets World, and yeah. So the picture that I got at C2E2 was with Eric and Mr. Feeney. So those are the two guys I got in picture with. I don't have those pictures on my computer. I'd share them and show everybody, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right, so we are to our top fives. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I can't wait to see
So my boy, Chucky, gotta
Okay.
have Child's Play 2. Child's Play 2.
2. Okay.
Yeah, I think honestly, Child's Play 2 is actually better than the original, even though I love the original. It is still just I don't know, the like final battle was amazing. Characters in that like boarding house and stuff like that. Honestly, I was just interested in everything on that going on in that movie. I just had so much fun watching it. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I've got some great memories with the Child's Play movies. You may see one of those on my list
Yeah.
right now. So my number 5 is the first Child's Play, 1988. so since you got number 2 on that one, I got number 1 on that one. So we got Chucky on number 5. That's what we got. My sister is terrified of dolls, and I used to have dreams about. So my grandparents had a house fire type thing that I've heard stories about how that got started and stuff. I won't get into that, but she had house fire stuff, and for some reason I used to dream about that it was a My Buddy doll that lit the house on fire and to run us all out. And I don't know why I used to dream that. The My Buddy doll looked like Chucky, so that was the dream I used to have when I was a kid. And I don't know why that is or what the deal with that is, but I just thought I'd bring up that story because it kind of fits with this. And that always kind of scared me. But at the same time, these Chucky movies in general, they're just as funny as they are scary. I mean, there are some really great comedic moments. I mean, all the way down to like Seed of Chucky was nothing but a comedy. Like, there's nothing scary.
Oh, 100%.
Like, that's just a comedy.
100%.
But the original Child's Play actually was creepy at the same time, and then he just had some funny dialogue here and there too.
It was, yeah.
And for a doll killing people, like there was some bloody, like gory moments in those movies. So,
100%. Yeah,
I really enjoy those.
And we have a TV show that is amazing. Have you seen it?
I've not watched the show. No.
Oh, you have to watch it. It is amazing. Season 3
I also didn't watch the most recent remake of that movie, of the Child's Play.
Oh, me neither.
Where Mark Hamill did the voice of Chucky.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Luke Skywalker himself. He did the voice of Chucky for that remake, and I've not watched it yet.
I should have Brad Dourif. Brad Dourif was the original voice. He was amazing.
Okay, so this probably explains everything. You had a My Buddy doll about that time, DJ. So that's probably why I had that dream. I had my own Chucky doll at home. So
yeah.
Let's get our number 4s, and then we'll take some more comments, and then we'll get our top 3.
Yeah, this has a kind of special place in my heart. We have Cabin in the Woods. You know that one?
Cabin in the Woods. Okay, which one? There's been some. Yeah, it's been remade a time or two.
It's from 2009, 12.
Okay, so remake.
No, 11. Yeah, 11. Yeah.
Okay.
I've only watched it, and it was basically my first slasher movie ever. That was basically the most funniest movie I have ever seen. Not right now, but like at the time. So it honestly just have a special place in my heart, and honestly just I love everything.
And that's the one with Chris Hemsworth, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, you're absolutely correct.
Let's see.
I'm
looking to see.
I think I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. So that's absolutely amazing. Have you seen it though?
Yeah, I've seen Cabin in the Woods. I was trying to remember. Like I said, thinking that was on Chris Hemsworth. I was trying to remember which one was which,
Yeah,
so I could remember a little
it
bit
is
more.
the one with Chris. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, that one I enjoyed quite a bit. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
And I was trying to see what other years
And
there were Cabin
that
in
is
the Woods.
bloody. Especially the last thing. Yep.
Let's see.
The third act is bloody. Yeah, it was just amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how many versions there were. I can't. Looks like
I didn't even know.
1970.
Hmm. I didn't even know there was any versions. I thought this was the only movie. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I ain't got time to get into all that right now, but yeah. So yeah, I enjoyed that movie. I think it's a good one. Let us know in the comments if you've watched Cabin in the Woods and what you thought about it. For me, my number 4 is the same as one of them you've already had on your list, and that was Scream, the original Scream. I've got that. Scream and Child's Play are my 2 favorite slasher movies. Although I've got one in my honorable mentions that just came out that I didn't put on my list because I don't want to use recency bias, and I feel like Totally Killer would be on my list of favorite slasher movies if I was to just make it right now. But I don't know that it'll hold up as well if I start thinking about it a year from now.
Yeah,
so I have to wait before I include something that new on my list like that.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, Scream is just amazing. Why am I using so much amazing? But this.
House of L says the original Stand, I loved it. The original It was better. The original Pet Cemetery was great. I will not watch the It movies, so I can't tell you anything on those.
Haven't watched the It movies?
I will not watch the It movies.
Oh,
I have enough problems with clowns. I don't need more.
That's fine.
I don't need more clown horror in my life.
That's fine.
I'm scared of the dang clown in Zombieland, and that movie's not even scary.
Like, that one,
like the zombie at the amusement park, or
the
the zombie clown at the amusement park coming out. And nope, I can turn off the movie when he comes out because that is terrifying to me. So I will not watch the It movies. I don't care how good they are. I don't care how many people tell me Bill Skarsgård is fantastic in the role in the newer movie. I'm just not going to give it a chance. So
I will say though, if you ever randomly decide never, he says it was better. Hot take, never watched the original. It was absolutely garbage. I had to watch it in 2 days. It's 3 hours, and I had to watch it in 2 days.
Wow.
So I couldn't even. I almost wanted to just turn off the movie. So I just I just had to watch it, because when I see a film, I just need to finish it anyways. I don't know why it is, but I just feel that I need to finish a movie anyways, even how bad it was. But
That's fine. Yeah, I keep trying to fix this webcam since I had to switch cameras, but I just can't make it more clear. It's just going to be blurry. So it's just going to continue to bother me all through the stream. All right, we're going to finish these comments before we get our top 3, and then we'll get the top 3. Do you have a rush time? Do you need to be getting out of here anytime soon, or are you okay for a few minutes?
Not really, honestly.
Okay.
I think
so if we need to rush through real quick, just let me know before that time comes. And we'll...
yeah, I need to eat dinner at like half, like in. So for me right now it's 6:14, yeah, and I need to eat dinner at 6:30. So
okay, all right. Well, let's rush through these comments. We'll get to our top 3, and then if you need to go, then we'll go from there. Then. All right, I already read that. Buddy Doll remake wasn't all that great. I think she's talking about the Child's Play. Yeah. Mom, Man, Totally Killer was good, more like a family horror movie. I got you. Yeah. Ken says, we in here. Hey, Ken. Yeah, I wish you was in here a little earlier. I'm not sure who that was pretending to be me in the comments, but I didn't really feel comfortable with that. Yeah. So anyway, 80s Kid says Poltergeist. Okay.
Haven't watched that.
Good one. 80s Kid, what's up, Ken? What's up, 80s? All right, so we're caught up with that. Let's go ahead and get our top 3 so you can get going. You can get your dinner here in a minute. What is your number 3?
Okay, my number three. You said it in your honorable mention. For me, it
Okay.
is Halloween 2018.
Okay.
This
That's
was
fair.
so something that's really like crazy. This was my first Halloween movie, and it's a
Okay.
continuation for the original one. So I don't know why I watched the 18 version before, but that's fine. But like, it was amazing, honestly. That's why I fell in love with this guy over there. So that one
That's all right.
expensive. I will say
Yeah,
that
it looks like an
that was
expensive mask. Yeah.
expensive. Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, I really
My
enjoyed
whole budget.
2018. That. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're what?
I was done. I was done. I was done. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was just to say my experience with 2018 Halloween is it's the first Halloween movie that I liked, and it's also the last Halloween movie that I liked. So so that's my experience with that one. That's the only Halloween movie that I actually like. My hot take on the Halloween franchises, none of them have been good, including the original. I'm not a fan of the original
Ooh.
Halloween. I don't think it holds up. I think
Two?
it's
Halloween
corny
two?
and cheesy, and the kills aren't cool, and I'm just uh,
Come on.
I'm gonna
You
get
gotta do.
canceled. But
Hey, you gotta do that. He just hanging within like you know to the world and just like hanging. Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, uh,
That's
okay,
cool. All right.
if you say so. I'll tell you. I'll just say okay. No, I'll tell you. I used to think that I liked that movie, and then my wife had never seen it, so I was sitting down and watching it with her a few years ago, and I was like, "You got to see this." Same thing I did with The Exorcist before I realized The Exorcist don't hold up either. I
Oh yeah,
sit
that's fine.
down. Thank you for agreeing with me on that. Most people still don't agree with me on that, but
I
I just
hate
don't.
it.
That Exorcist is more of a comedy that is not funny, like than it is a horror movie.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, the original Halloween, I just thought it was goofy. Like I didn't get it.
Fair.
I don't understand the love for it. When I watched it with my wife, I'm like, I'm sorry, I thought this was better than it is
Oh my.
because I remembered it differently. But anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it again soon and I'll think back the other way again. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's
Do
just my
that.
most
Yeah.
recent experience with it was that. All right, so
Yeah,
that
that's
was your
fine.
number three. My number three is from 1963, and that is The Birds. This is a
Mhm.
oh, I'm trying to remember who was in this. I know it's in the 60s, but still, um, yeah, Rod Taylor, Tippi Hedren. Yeah, this was a good cast for that time. Uh, I was
Never
going to bring
actually
it.
heard of that
I
movie.
thought about bringing it. Okay, so yeah, I got you. It's literally what it sounds like. It's a bunch of blackbirds like attacking people, killing people, and and it's scary because like now you can walk outside after watching this movie and you see a flock of birds and you're like, uh oh, like But this was a Alfred Hitchcock directed movie.
Ooh.
So it's one of those classics like that. And the movie poster for the birds is one of the best movie posters that there is, in my
I see
opinion.
it
Or
right
maybe it's just because I feel like it's a classic. But the birds is definitely one of my favorites.
To be honest, never heard of it either. Why am I just learning about horror movies when I'm supposed to be the horror guy? That's fine.
All right, let's go ahead and jump forward. We'll talk more in a minute. I just want to make sure we get through these before you have to go. So you're
Yeah.
number two.
So it's a kind of recent 2021. It's by James Wan, my guy. James
Okay.
Wan, absolutely amazing director, and it's Malignant. Have you seen
Yes,
that
I've
one?
seen it.
It's amazing, right? You gotta
It
agree
it,
with me.
it was amazing for 68% of the movie.
You don't like the ending?
I hated the ending.
Oh
I
my god.
did the twist, the stuff that they did toward the end. I was literally messaging my mom while I was watching it. I'm like, this is so great. This is so great. This is so great. And then it gets to the ending. I'm like, don't even watch it. Like that's that's how I felt about Malignant.
uh, oh my god. Yeah, I honestly I was recommended this by my funny enough, I was recommending God. recommended by my mom, you know. So
Okay.
when I watched it with her, just had an amazing time with it. And honestly, if I see James Wan, I don't care what movie he makes. I don't care. I mean, he would make
Yeah.
Aquaman, so like, come
Yeah.
on. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care what movie it is. It's going to be a banger, 100%. It's going to be amazing
Yeah, I
most of
agree.
the
James
time,
Wan's an incredible director.
hundred
Okay.
percent.
So my number two is from 2020, and this is a movie that my wife and I were just looking up, like, what are the scariest movies one day, and
Yeah,
this one came across our radar because there was a college that did a study and like tested like uh, hooked up stuff to people's heads and was like testing
yeah, I
like
remember
brainwave,
that.
whatever. And this was the movie I'd not heard of, and it was like the highest on the scale of what the fear factor was for people. And it's Host.
Oh,
It's called
host,
Host,
yes,
and
yeah.
this is one where it's just like these people on a Zoom meeting are doing a like a seance type thing, and they wind up, you see, and it just feels so real while you're watching it because you feel like you're in that Zoom meeting with them, and you're seeing these things happen to them. Their chairs flying this way, and and you're seeing the murders happen and stuff, and it's absolutely insane. And some of the times, like the camera will cut off, and then it'll come back on, and they're in another setting and stuff, and that one definitely terrified me, and I thought it was a really cool way to show a horror movie and something different and very modern.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's an amazing movie, honestly. I'm keeping
So
saying it's amazing, but it's amazing.
I understand. All right, so that was my number two. What is your number one?
You can probably see a pattern here. James Wan again. Conjuring one.
Conjuring.
The
Okay.
Conjuring one. So this is also a special thing in my heart because this was the first ever horror movie that I ever watched. Starting with horror, starting with Conjuring, a heavy movie to start with, but that's fine. But this was just amazing. Why am I saying that? But honestly, everything, Patrick Wilson's performance, Lorraine got what's her name?
I know you're talking about. Yeah. I don't.
Vera Farmiga. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was amazing, and honestly, just like I probably sound crazy, but I do believe in kind of those stuff. So I kind of
Okay.
believe, and just it terrifies me still to this day, and I've watched like I watched a lot of documentary and stuff like about like Ed and Lorraine Warren. They are just amazing, and
Hmm.
it really just the premise and everything is just what's I say it's interesting, and it gets me intrigued. It's the whole topic of this. It's intriguing.
Yeah. Yeah. That The Conjuring is my wife's favorite franchise as well. A horror
Yeah,
franchise. Like she loves the Conjuring movies. This
insane.
type of stuff just scares me to death. Anything possession related, it bugs me. Like I dream about it for days afterwards because I'm just
Yeah.
it scares me that much. So like I would rather not watch those movies if I didn't have to, but I'm stuck watching them. So
Hey, let's go.
all right. So my number one is one that again most people don't find scary, but this is the movie that scared me the most in my life, and everyone in this chat is going to laugh at me. But I
Yeah.
watched this movie alone for the first time. First time I watched this, I was alone in my house. I don't remember where my mom and dad or where my siblings were at the time. I was 12, 13 years old watching this movie, and lights were all out. And for some reason, it affected me in a way that it still bugs me to this day, even though it's not considered a scary movie. And this is a 2002 movie by M. Night Shyamalan, Signs.
Oh wow, I have
I,
not heard of
I,
that.
I don't know why this one scared me so much, but there is a scene in this when they're watching TV and like this is an alien invasion movie, right? And they're
Ooh.
watching TV and it's just this like broadcast of the news and they're showing this birthday party from these kids and like shows out, they're all screaming or whatever, and they look out the window in the camera and there's this one moment and it's the score in the background, the way it like hammers in whenever it happens, but you just see the alien just step out and walk across between this bush to the next bush in just a quick second. And I've never jumped so hard and high in my life, and I don't know why it did it to me, but that movie just absolutely scared me to death. So that's why Signs is my favorite because of the effect it had on me, as well as my biggest scared moment in my life was come from that movie. So that's why it's number one.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly. So I have heard of the director, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but like I haven't seen. I haven't honestly. Sorry, I haven't not heard of that one.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah. Signs is Mel Gibson. It's Joaquin Phoenix.
oh
Pretty good cast.
yeah.
And
Mm.
now I will say that the movie ends pretty goofy. It doesn't have the strongest ending, which I mean I find that to be true with a lot of M Night movies, with the
I
exception
will
of
not
like
say.
Sixth Sense and maybe Split. I mean there's a couple of them that were pretty good by M Night, but
Yeah.
a lot of times they don't end real strong. So this is one of those that I didn't feel like had a great ending, but most of this movie through was pretty scary, and I like that as opposed to a recent movie that I know you like that I didn't. No One Will Save You.
Yeah.
You didn't see the aliens much in this alien invasion movie. You saw
Okay.
parts of them, a little bit of a leg, or things like that. And I think that might be why when I first saw this, because it was like the first time you really see the alien, and it's just a quick second, and it just like shocked me. And so this movie to me did that horror part of the alien invasion part right. If you're going to do it into a horror movie, and that may be why I didn't like that No One Will Save You movie as well either.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly.
Because I had that experience with Signs with a similar type tone movie, and
Yeah.
to me it just did it better for me for that aspect of it.
I can't honestly see why people don't like No One Will Save You, but like I just find it okay, enjoyable.
I got you. All right, so
It
we're done with our tops. Whenever you're needing to jump out, I'll just let you jump out, and I'll let you tell us about your channel. So just let me know when you're ready to go, and we'll do that. And I'll just finish comments after you're gone too. So
yeah. I'm waiting
and
for my mom to call, so
okay.
or shout at me,
Once
screaming.
she does, just let me know, and we'll let you tell us about your channel, and then we'll let you head out.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe you'll hear it. She's probably going to scream at the top of her lungs, but
I understand. My mom used to like to yell at dogs. We'll just read through some comments, and then we'll if we finish them before you have to go, then we finish them, and if not, then I'll finish them after you go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ken, I think this is about where we were. Finally got some sleep, and the chaos happens. Yeah, man. For the first time in like 3 streams, my camera goes out again on me midway through this, and had to switch over to the webcam. So now I've got bad images or bad picture. We had somebody posing as me, but they're like, "Oh, I'm your fan," and I'm like, "This don't seem right." And at first, I thought somebody was like hacking my thing, but then I noticed that the letters were changed up, like the capitalizations were different than what mine normally is. So I don't know what was going on with that, but they also had my logo, so that kind of worried me. I didn't know what was happening there, but they seem to be gone now, so I don't know what was going on. Ken says, showing someone a movie you've hyped and realizing it's not as good as you remember is the worst. Yeah, and I've done that a couple times with my wife, so she's just not going to take my word for things anymore because like I tried to show her like Master of Disguise I thought was a good movie when I was a kid, and now it's like, oh, this ain't good. Like I do not enjoy this movie anymore. And like that one, the Halloween 1978 and Superman 1978, some of those that just don't hold up that well anymore, and that kind of thing. So like she made me turn off Superman. she did not like that. As soon as we saw the strings and like holding them up while he was flying, yeah, when we can see the strings on our TV, and she's like, "Is that really strings?" I'm like, "Yeah, but it's 1978." She's like, "Turn this off." so we had to turn it off. I actually still enjoy that movie, but I can see where the special effects don't hold up like other things.
You know what? I will not. I will see it now. I 100% see it now.
Ken says it's the same as hyping up a restaurant you love, and when you get there, get the absolute worst service imaginable. I've had that happen before too. Tell somebody how great a restaurant is. And, 1978 Halloween was awesome. You crazy? Oh, I am crazy. I know that.
I have it on my honorable mentions. So
other ones. Oh, did you have any others in your honorable that you wanted to bring up before?
I mean, I can bring up, sure. I have, like I said, it's just four more. I have the Halloween 1978,
Okay.
the Thing, the original Thing,
Okay.
Freaky, the Freaky,
Oh, yeah, that's underrated.
Oh, 100%. And then Last Night in Soho. Have you seen that one?
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that as a horror, but I can see where that would be. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I mean, I
uh,
searched up horror genres to find the stuff, and it popped up. So
okay.
I
Yeah.
also thought it wasn't a horror movie, but
Anya Taylor-Joy that's in that is my favorite newer actress that's out right now. Like
oh
I'm
yeah,
loving her
Anna
in things right
Taylor-Joy
now.
is amazing.
hmm I think the only other one I had in here, I had two. I had Get Out from 2017. Like I thought that was a
Mhm.
fantastic movie. Jordan Peele directed, and The Purge. Like I like the Purge movies.
The Purge is
I,
amazing.
I don't know if those are as much horror
It's
as they
fun.
are just like action and thriller, but
I still can't believe people don't like it because
mm,
I love Purge. Even the
yeah,
new one, the Forever
yeah,
Purge.
I've liked most of the Purge movies. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have fun with those.
yeah,
Mom Minute says Conjuring was the best
yes.
entire series, and Annabelle's, The Nuns, Amityville movies, all great.
Annabelle was all right. I mean, I maybe this will be a hot take for at least some people. I mean, none of the Conjuring movies are bad, and Curse of La Llorona is not bad, but like there are better movies, and Nun and the Nun is also Annabelle, and the Nun is down there. So
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of those possession movies myself. They scare me, like
that's
I
fine.
said. So, 1980s The Fly, House of L Comics says. Is that the Jeff Goldblum one? If so, yeah,
I really want to,
that one was a cool movie. I like that.
yeah, I really want to see that. So yeah.
Ken says top three: The Thing, Don't Breathe, and Wrong Turn. Um,
Yeah.
the only one of those I've not watched is Don't Breathe, and I've been told good things about it, but I've never watched the Don't Breathe movies.
Me neither. I have not watched Don't Breathe, and the only Wrong Turner movie I seen is the remake, I think, from 2021.
Okay.
That's the only one I've
Yeah,
seen.
definitely watch the 2003 version. That one was good.
Yeah.
80s Kid says Goblet of Fire is pretty scary. Okay. I'm not sure I consider that one scary, but
Yeah.
I mean, Voldemort's face in that one. I mean, that's when we first see Voldemort's face as actual person, I guess, and he's pretty scary in his image.
I've never seen it.
Not a Harry Potter fan.
I've never seen Harry Potter.
Okay, yeah, that's the fourth Harry Potter movie.
And that
Or
is
the-
definitely people are shocked about that. When I say I haven't watched that.
House of L says Flatliners. Is that a movie? I've not heard of that one either. See, he's given all of the.
Yeah.
Ken says actually the place wrong term was Split. Okay, yeah. Hey, I mentioned Split a little while ago. Yeah, that's
Split
a
is
good
something
one.
I need to see.
80 says
soon.
this was fun. House of L, 1980, The Night of the Walking Dead. Night of the Walking Dead or Night of the Living Dead? Is that what you're talking about? If it's Night of the Living Dead you're referring to, then yeah, I really like that movie. I like zombie movies. Like I just rewatched. It was actually scary to me. 28 Days Later.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And I just rewatched that one recently. And after watching it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I had seen this before, but I didn't remember it. But it has the running zombies. I'm terrified of running zombies. Like zombies need to walk slow and and come at you in a way that you can fight back. I cannot stand it when they're running at you. Like that scares me to death.
The Last of Us zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, 20 days 28 days later, was it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did actually turn it off after like 17 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even though it had your man Cillian Murphy in there from Oppenheimer?
Yeah. I that was before I saw anything with like Cillian Murphy though.
So. Yeah, I forgot he was in it until I watched it the other day. I did a video with Spoiler Kings, we were talking about 28 Days Later, and after watching, I'm like, man, he looked young in that movie. And that Brendan Gleeson was in it as well, and he looked really good.
I didn't even know that was Cillian Murphy.
Yeah,
First.
yeah, he was young, man.
Yeah, I
78,
would.
not Superman 78 is a classic. I agree that it's a classic, and that's why I don't harp on the effects too much because I understand the time when it came out and the stuff like that. But for somebody that's younger that's coming in and they're used to something a little better when it comes to those graphics and stuff, like I can understand why they wouldn't enjoy that, and that's why I say it don't hold up, just because a
Yeah.
younger generation is not going to enjoy that movie like people that grew up with it are. That's my opinion anyway.
I might need to see that one before I judge.
House of L says, "OMG, really? Signs? Me and your mom did you wrong." I'm sorry. I don't know what it is about it, but I've watched tons of scary movies that never scared me the way that Signs did. It just
Yep.
did. Ken, I've seen Harry Potter 1, 2, and 5. Man, you missed my favorite one, which is the third. And honestly, the fourth one is my wife's favorite. So I don't know why, because that's one of my least favorites. But the third is my favorite book and my favorite movie.
Nice.
House of L, you're not allowed in my house again talking bad about Superman. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's nothing against the movie itself, as far as the director, the actor, the story, all that's fine. But it needs to. Somebody needs to go in and digitally update some of that stuff that, like the strings, like you can't be showing me strings in 2023 on somebody flying. Like it just don't work. It's like it's almost as like a parody. Like going back when I watched that Batman 1966, the old Batman TV show movie, the movie of the TV show, and you see Batman and Robin climbing up the wall, and you can see the strings on their capes, like holding the capes out to make it look like it's like, come on.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Anyway, and I let it go with something like that. But when it's a serious movie like Superman, like I can't. It's harder to let that go. Ken says The Exorcist wasn't scary. It was disturbing, though. It was disturbing, and it was gross. Like that movie was disgusting. Like watching that girl vomit made me want to vomit. So.
Yep.
Let's see. House of L. Megan was good. I liked Megan. I had a good time with Megan.
It was really good.
House of L says yes, Jeff. I didn't get that one. I don't know what he's referring to on yes, Jeff. Did you catch something that I missed there?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna move on then. Ken says my favorite horror movie of this year so far: Evil Dead Rise and Megan. Okay.
And probably, if you rewind the stream a bit, then you probably will not like what I said.
I did like Evil Dead Rise for what it was. So, but yeah,
it was just decent at best.
Decent at best. That's fair if that's how you saw it, man. But yeah, Megan is on my two favorites of this year as well. That one with Totally Killer. So
yeah,
I agree with Megan. Ace Kid. I'm bad. Wait, no.
Wait, how what?
I'm bad.
Hey.
Okay. You do it like that. All right. Wait, I forgot Talk to Me. I've not seen Talk to Me. And there was something else that somebody in the stream was telling me I need to do a watch along with my wife on, and I can't remember what that was. Is it like It Lives Inside, or is it a?
Oh, It Lives Inside. Right? Was that?
I saw that. Sure. There was something somebody was telling me about, and I needed to do a.
Do you remember detail? Anything?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I just remember I was on a stream with somebody or talking to somebody in the comments or something, and they said I needed to do. It may have been during my first live stream talking, and getting my wife to do something with me. I want to think it was called that or something like that. But I need to find out what that movie was because she's actually willing to do that with me. So we're going to do a watch along at some point this month since this is Halloween month.
Is it? Do you know if it's like a monster movie?
It came out this year. I don't know.
That's a good sign. Yeah, if it lives inside, yeah, that's. I saw that actually yesterday for the first time. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it? Somebody was telling me it was really scary. Is it actually scary?
Not for me.
Not for you.
Not for me, but like,
I feel like you don't get scared easy though, right?
no,
Okay.
no, I don't.
Well,
But I
I'll look
mean,
more into that and find out what that movie was. But I want to think that's what somebody told me that I needed to check out this year.
yeah,
Well,
I can see why it's scary to someone. And the only reason why I don't get scared by like sheep jump scares when you turn like the sound all the way down and then just yeah, that's what I
and
call sheep
just
jump
allowed,
scares.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think
human.
I think that's what it did to me in Signs because it was just so quiet. They just had that camera pointing at that one spot, and there was like no sound. And all of a sudden, it was like, "Nah!" And that alien walks across, and like, I don't know. I keep going back to that, but that's that shows you how much background music and the sound and stuff makes a difference in a movie because
100%.
it can especially in horror.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the music makes so much
Yep.
difference
If
in horror.
a horror movie doesn't have sound, that's you're not scared, basically.
House of Hell, yes, Living Dead. Okay, yeah, Night of Living Dead. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good one. I like that. It's a good,
I haven't seen
good
it.
zombie movie. 80s kid.
Hey,
Okay.
Star Trek.
All right, and I think that's all the comments we're going to take. Go ahead and let you get going here, so you can go eat dinner in a second, and
Yep.
and I may go rest for a little bit because I didn't sleep much last night.
Yeah.
So,
Probably for the
all right. I'm gonna put you on full screen here. Let everybody tell you about you, or let you tell everybody about your channel, where they can find you, all that sort of stuff. If you don't care.
Yep. Hey, so I'm Dark Movies on the yeah, you can find me at DXRK Movies. That's dark, but yeah, I do movie reviews, other content like trailer reactions. We have like watch along live streams every week, and I think hopefully you will find something for you. And don't forget to subscribe to Movie Time Minute. 100%.
Whoop! I didn't mean to take you completely off stage. There we go. Yeah, thank you for being here, Toby. I appreciate you joining this stream, doing this with me. This has been a lot of fun, getting to talk about a genre that I don't talk about just a whole lot. So that's one of the reasons I wanted you on here for this, because you're my resident expert on horror with this community. So you
Apparently not.
There's a lot you still got to watch, right? Hey, but you're young and you've watched a lot for your age and how limited you are in being able to see some of this stuff. So
true, yeah.
And I know you love it, so that's awesome. All right. Well, any final words before we go that you got?
Just yeah, thank you for asking me, and yes.
we got a comment. Zach comes in at the last minute. Zach, what's going on?
It's not my full name.
Who's Toby? Yeah, that's just what he's going by today. That's his his
it's not my full short my name. Short name, you know. Short name. But yeah, it's all it's in different variants, you know. I'm not him. I'm not Dark Movies. I'm just Toby today. I'm a variant.
Just Toby.
I'm a variant from different timeline. So.
Oh, he was saying yes, Jeff, as in Goldblum. Okay, yeah, I understand that now. Okay. Who's Toby? Thanks for joining, Zach. I appreciate you being here. And for everybody that was in the comments today, thank you for joining this stream. This has been a lot of fun. We've gone like an hour and 45 minutes just talking about horror movies, so that's really cool. And if you see a name in this chat, chances are most of them here have YouTube channels. Go in, Kenny Sparks, House of L, 80s Kid from the 90s. Who else was in here tonight or today? I'm so used to saying tonight. Zach Milne just at the end of this come in. Frankie Beastmaster, I think he's got a YouTube channel. It seemed like somebody else was in toward the front. Lance Jackson, the movie fan, was in here for a second. Whoops.
Cosmic Broadcasts.
Cosmic Broadcasts was in here earlier. Make sure you go subscribe to Jonah. Great guy.
Yeah.
Let's see if I missed anybody else. I'm sure I did, but I apologize if I missed you.
Just go subscribe to everyone here.
yeah, just go through here and subscribe to everybody you can. I appreciate everybody that jumped in and said something and just kept this conversation going. It was a whole lot of fun. And I learned a lot, and I've got a list of movies I'm going to have to watch now. So, and I think Toby does too.
Yeah, apparently.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this stream. I'll be back on this channel doing something on Sunday night. Sunday night we'll have our normal Movie News Minute live stream. So join us for that. Catch up on all the latest in movie news and just hang out and have fun. So be looking forward to that as well. Maybe I'll get a movie tuber or two to join me that night. We'll see what happens. All right. We'll see you guys next time, Movie Time Minute. Thanks for joining us.